Great Monday evening, June 7th, 2021. To God be the glory for yet another beautiful day that He has allowed us to see the end. He's been faithful, and I hope we have worshiped Him from the rising of the sun to the going down of the same. His name is worthy to be praised. The Lord just put in my heart this song back from 1984. I didn't realize that I was a sophomore in high school when I loved this song by Edwin Hawkins, Love Alive 3. And I used to play it over and over in these cassette tapes. It was called Return, Oh Backslider. And I just found out this evening that Daryl Coley, gospel musician, singer, he wrote that song because when you really listen to the lyrics, they're so anointed. We have changed. We no longer seek God's face. The joy that once, that was our strength, is gone. We've changed. Oh my goodness. This is a song to really examine ourselves. And this has something to do with 1Chron.17. The Lord called David, and He uttered promises for him, and God had a calling for his life and on his life, when he was being faithful in the fields. It says in verse 7, "Now therefore thus shalt thou say unto my servant David," because the Lord is speaking to Nathan to give a message to David. "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote," when you were being faithful tending to the animals, even from following the sheep. So you might have thought that this was just menial and like, oh, what am I doing? But the Lord was preparing him. He said, I took you from there, even from following those creatures, that thou shouldest be ruler over my people in Israel. It's because David had a heart to serve the Lord. And that's what the Lord wants even today. And He will give us a glimpse of the plans that He has for us. He has a vision. I believe that what's happening so much in the streets, and I'm in the path of the trauma center. So all day and night you're hearing ambulances, emergency vehicles, and just this weekend, 55 shot in the Chicagoland area. It says in verse 15, it says, according to all these words and according to all this vision, the Lord gave David a vision for his life. It says that in verse 13, I will be his father and he shall be my son. Listen, I understand that a lot of the shorties out here, young men, teenage boys, they're looking for models of manhood. But don't you know that the Lord, the creator of the whole world, is your father? Don't you understand that He's the one to go to? Nothing, no one, no person can satisfy. It says, I will be his father and he shall be my son. Delve into the word. And I will not take my mercy away from him. Oh my goodness. If our young men and young women could see, because we have daddy voids, the daughters trying to fill that empty space with this man, this guy, this boyfriend. We've been there. But listen, God is the one who is married to the backslider. Return to him. He's the one who can fill that empty space and, oh my goodness, complete our heart with joy. Fill it with joy. And in verse 19, O Lord, for thy servant's sake, and according to thy own heart, hast thou done all this greatness in making known all these great things. The Lord wants to reveal his will to us. Therefore now, Lord, let the thing that thou hast spoken concerning thy servant and concerning his house be established forever. He wants us to walk in the vision that he prepared, the plans that he has for us presently and even before we were born. And we have to look to his word, his way, his teaching, his spirit, even if we're the only child. I always would tell my son, look, I understand that you don't have any siblings. You're the only child from my womb. But listen, in Proverbs 7, it says, say to wisdom that she is your sister, and say to understanding that she is your kinswoman. That means your cousin. You have a big family because you have all of your sufficiency in the Lord. Oh my, but there's no excuse. There's nothing that cannot be met. No need out here. It's only the Lord. But what's happening is people are being caught up and bamboozled. And then it says in verse 23 of Proverbs 7, till a dart strike through his liver. This is someone who does not have the knowledge of the Lord, a vision for his future that the Lord had orchestrated. So he's following after foolishness. And then what happens is he is caught in a trap, like a bird hasted to the snare. But they don't know that the enemy wants to take the whole life. He wants him to end his life or end her life. It says they don't know that it is for their whole existence. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, O ye teenagers, O ye young people. Let not thy heart decline to her ways, evil ways, but go in the way of understanding. Stay away. Secure your paths. Get a vision for the future. Consult your Heavenly Father, Daddy. He will never leave you, forsake you. And return, O backslider, to your place in God.